Hey there everybody, Scotia here, and I just wanted to do this video quickly to just give you guys an idea about what I currently have planned coming up in 2023 and even a little bit beyond that. But for this video we're mostly going to be focusing on the next couple of months, pretty much leading up to the release of Street Fighter 6, which is going to pretty much be the middle point of this year. So that's kind of what this is just going to be really. So with the introduction out of the way, I'm going to start going over month by month what I currently have planned coming up on the channel and beyond that. So starting in January, I think the first thing that will be coming up is the release of Shingo Yabuki for KOF 15. Again, if you don't know, Shingo is my favourite KOF character, so this is something I'm very excited about. I'm probably going to attempt to stream something with Shingo. It probably won't be a long stream, but it's basically me just kind of like messing around with him, maybe doing an arcade ladder run or two with him to unlock some endings or some edit team endings. But yeah, that's kind of like the first immediate thing that's coming up this month. I think that's about a week. It's about a week away. So yeah, that'd be great. Hopefully, you know, we can have a successful stream. We can check it out. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, so that's the first immediate thing that's coming up this month. The second thing that's coming up in March is something that I'm actually quite excited to announce. I'm actually starting a new What Happened In series for Tekken. The first video is already done and ready to go. I'm planning to upload it on the 27th of January. I might bump it up a week or so, depending on how things go in terms of, you know, news or other videos that might happen around that time. You know, if there's a lot happening towards the end of January, I might bump it back a bit or I might bring it forward. We'll see how it goes. But 100% the first episode of the What Happened In series for Tekken, which will be covering the events of Tekken 1, that will be coming out at the end of this month. So please look forward to that. I'm very happy with how the series has been going so far. I'm currently at the moment working on the video for Tekken 2, which will be coming out in February. And then after that will be the video on Tekken 3, which I'm aiming for March. We'll see how it goes though. I may, you know, jump it forward and do 4 as well, or I might leave it at 4 and then, you know, go back to Street Fighter, because that is something I am planning to do. I am jumping to Tekken for a bit, because I did say at the end of last year I was going to come back to Street Fighter at the start of, you know, 2023. I'm putting Street Fighter on hold for a bit for two main reasons. One, I kind of realised that even if, you know, I cut things down and shorten things about, I was not going to be able to fully wrap up the rest of the Street Fighter series before Street Fighter 6 came out. I just don't think I would have had enough time. And the second reason is because now that I'm on the 3D games, you know, the next entry in the What Happened In series for Street Fighter is Street Fighter 4. It's kind of daunting in a way. I have started work on that, but I've not gotten that far because it's a lot of characters you have to go through for that series. And it's like, at the moment, I'm in a decent spot for recording, but it's not the best, and it's like I'm kind of hesitant to really, you know, sit down and just record and edit like that long of a video. It will be a multi-parter as well. There's no way I'm getting all of Street Fighter 4 done in one video. I'm aiming for 2, but it could honestly end up being 3. So yeah, unfortunately, I am putting Street Fighter on hold. I will do it. I will get back to it. I will finish it. I promise. It's just, it won't be before Street Fighter 6 at this point. I'm not going to rush to do Street Fighter 6 is What Happened In. I think when it comes to Street Fighter 6, actually no, I will get to Street Fighter 6 in a minute. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead. But yeah, I will get back to Street Fighter 4 at some point. But for now, I'm honestly more in a Tekken mood at the moment personally. I've really been enjoying, you know, exploring the older Tekken games because I've never really played Tekken 1 or Tekken 2. So it's been fun and I'm enjoying it, and I kind of want to focus on it for a bit more. So yeah, January 27th is the tentative release date of the What Happened In Tekken Part 1, which will be covering Tekken 1. So please look forward to that. And then in February it will be Tekken 2, and then in March it will be Tekken 3. I will kind of get back to you by March if April will be Tekken 4 or if April will be Street Fighter 4. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, nothing's set in stone yet. Like beyond that, in terms of, you know, concrete what I'm doing for What Happened In's at the end of the month. But yeah, that's the current plan at the moment. So please look forward to that. I'm quite happy with how the What Happened In's for Tekken are turning out. Like I said, about halfway through editing the Tekken 2 video, and I'm quite happy with how both have come out so far. So yeah, please look forward to that. I am very excited for it. So as well as What Happened In Tekken 2 happening in the end of February, another thing that I'm planning to start in February is something that I'm willing to experiment with, and I'm not nervous about it, but I'm interested to see how it's going to go. It's something I've actually said I was going to do like about a year or two ago, honestly, at this rate. It's been so long. But in February, I am planning to break away from video games as a whole and move to a monthly review format for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 9 The JoJo Lands, which starts on, I believe, February 17th. So as I said earlier, this is something that I've been planning and like wanting to do for so long now, but we just, such a long break between the end of part 8 and now the start of part 9. But this is something I really wanted to do, and it's something I am going to do. I know I have tried in the past to do JoJo content that, was about the series as a whole, whether it was manga or anime. And, it never really got a huge response back then, but, I was fine with that. It was kind of something, it was a video I wanted to do, but it was also something I was kind of like gauging interest on. But, I think even if the interest isn't there straight away when I start doing these monthly reviews for the JoJo lands, I'm going to stick with it until, I feel like either I personally get sick of it, which I don't see happening. If I feel like after a while, a few months, if the response just isn't there, if people aren't interested in it, then yeah, I'll probably consider stopping it. But it's something I am going to definitely do. It's something I'm very excited for. As I've said in other videos, I'm a big JoJo fan. So this is something that, it's been on the back of my mind for a long time now, waiting and waiting to find out when it's going to start. But now that we know when it's going to start, it's something that will be happening. I will be doing reviews for every chapter of JoJo that comes out every month, unless there's a hiatus, then I'll just take that month off. But yeah, so that's kind of the big thing that will be happening in February that I'll be starting. So it will be the What Happened in for Tekken 2, which I will aim for the end of the month, and then in the middle of the month, it will be my first review for the first chapter of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 9, The JoJo Lands. So hopefully, we can all read it together and we can all share our thoughts, be a great place of discussion for each chapter, especially people who are caught up and want to read the chapter monthly and discuss it. So yeah, I'm quite excited for that, but we'll see how it goes. Like I said, if the response just isn't there, if people just are not interested because they're so used to me doing fighting game content or video game content, that's fine. But I am going to definitely give it a go. I'm not just going to leave it. I'm not just going to do 1 month and then just give up if nobody watches it. I would like to at least do a year's worth of reviews for it, so the first 12 chapters. But like I said, we'll see how it goes. Also, I guess this is where the beyond in the title for this video is, like 2023 and beyond. Like most of the stuff I'm talking about here is 2023, but the beyond stuff is that, depending on how long Part 9 lasts for, I hope it's not, 10 years like JoJolion was, but, depending on how it goes and how long this part goes on for, like this could be, years worth of content that I'll be doing every month, for each chapter that comes out. So yeah, in that sense, it's very exciting. But like I said, cross that bridge when we get to it, but that is something that will definitely be happening. So as I said earlier, I currently have it up until the end of March planned at the moment for the What Happened in series, which will be up to Tekken 3, I think, by the end of March, as I said. And at the moment, like I said also, I don't really have a concrete idea what I'll be doing for April and May, but June will be a very busy month for me personally, because that is when Street Fighter 6 comes out. And Street Fighter 6, if you've been on this channel for any period of time, you will know it's a game I'm very, very excited for. It's a game that I've done a lot of content on already, and it's a game that I will be doing a lot of content on in the future. And I kind of just want to give an idea of what I'm planning to do for that game's release. I think the last big release I did on this channel was for King of Fighters 15, and that was exciting, and it was a very exciting time when that game came out, but I think KOF in general just didn't have that much buzz and, excitement going around for it as much as Street Fighter 6's. So also as well at the time, I don't think I really had as many subscribers to do something like a stream, but I am planning to do a release day stream, probably a midnight launch stream if anything. I do have the game currently pre-ordered on digital, so when the game unlocks at midnight in my time in the UK, I will be planning to do a stream where I'm kind of just going to mess around with some arcade modes. I think the first thing I'm doing is doing arcade mode for Ken in Street Fighter 6 because I want to see if Sean's in it. And then I'm probably going to do about an hour's worth of World Tour. But yeah, I at least want to try and do, a couple of hours maybe. Outside of that though, I'll also be working on a review, as I was kind of getting into earlier before I stopped myself at getting too far ahead. I'm not going to rush what happened in for Street Fighter 6 like I did with KOF 15 when that game came out. Mainly because with KOF 15, that was a learning experience of how stressful it can be to really rush out a long video like that in 3 days, which I think was the amount of time I gave myself to unlock all the endings, write a script, record the script, edit it, export it. I was very close to the wire when I was doing KOF 15, and I don't want to do that again for Street Fighter 6. I want to take time to make the best video and the best content I can for that game. The main thing I'm doing in terms of, outside of the stream, the first thing I'm going to do for that game is a review. And it's going to be my first review on this channel. So yeah, that's kind of the immediate thing for Street Fighter 6 that I have planned when that game comes out. It's going to be a midnight launch stream, and then in the next couple of days afterwards, I will be working on a review for the game, which will go up after that. After that though, I don't know. we'll see how it goes. We'll see how much content I can get out of it post that. But yeah, other than that, you know, what I'm thinking about for post, you know, June and that like middle point of the year, we still have no idea when Tekken 8 is coming out. That's probably the only other real big, you know, game I'm excited for to cover on this channel outside of Street Fighter 6. So I'm sure there'll be reveals throughout the rest of the year though that I will be obviously doing videos on, giving my thoughts and all that. But yeah, for now I think that's pretty much it. I just wanted to give you an idea for people to kind of go, hey, this is what you can look forward to, not just in the next month, but you know, in the months to come. So I know this is a long video, I didn't intend for it to be this long, but I always say that and I always end up going long. I will do a kind of recap post of the big announcements from this video. I'll do that in the comments, so you know, if you've watched this video and you just like, I can't watch this video, it's too long, Scotia, what are you doing? I'll do like a brief recap post of like the highlights of what I've, you know, talked about here. And I will also do a YouTube community post, kind of again giving a brief description of like, hey, here's what's coming up if you didn't watch the video, or if you missed the video, here's what's coming up. So yeah, I hope you're all as excited for what's coming up on this channel in 2023 and beyond as I am. I'm very excited for several things, like I said, very excited to start Tekken for the What Happened Ins, very excited to start reviewing JoJo Part 9. And yeah, Street Fighter 6 it's there. Like once we get closer to that, I'll definitely get more excited. But for now, in the immediate future, definitely excited to do something with Shingo briefly on a stream, I think next week, and then covering Tekken and blah 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 and everything I've just gone over. So yeah, I'm very excited. Hopefully you're all excited too. Thanks for watching. I shall see you all later. Goodbye.
We await your return, warrior.